What up, Jay?
What's up, man? What's happening?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well,
How you?
we can hear you and everything tonight, so everything seems to be going very good up here. How's the weather up there?
Strange. Hey, 1 minute it's kind of warm. The next minute it's back cold again. It's strange. Like the decision that we got in the Javante Davis Isaac Cruz fight. Strange, different,
Strange. Why?
unpredictable.
Unpredictable. I
Yeah,
mean,
victorious.
did you think that Gavante was going to lose?
I didn't think Javante was going to lose
Well, then why did you think it was unpredictable?
because I didn't know who Cruz was, and I thought that Javante would cruise past Cruz, kind of like what he did to Santa Cruz. That's exactly what I thought. To be honest
Oh,
with you,
okay, okay.
yeah.
See,
Uh-huh.
it's funny how like y'all talk like, oh man, like I thought it was strange, like who was Cruz, and
Yeah,
like you gave Gavante all this trouble and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
But when it comes to the redhead stepchild,
Mm.
everybody give him a pass. Oh
Uh.
yeah, yeah, we can bypass all these guys over here. Let's go pick this soft guy over here. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, well look what Canelo is doing. He's going all the way up 2 weight classes and beating. Come on, man.
Hey, listen.
I ain't trying to hear that.
I'm gonna call it what it is. Canelo, as good as he is and as good as he's doing, he cherry picking.
Of course he cherry picking.
Cherry picking.
Of course he cherry picking, and what really makes me angry about the whole thing, I mean, you get now, just think of all of the great fighters that I have seen in my lifetime. And Canelo is going to cherry pick his way into the Hall of Fame. Okay.
Hey, Mayweather did it, and you ain't complaining about that.
May, Mayweather's not fighting now. I'm talking about guys that's fighting now.
When he was though,
When
and
he
he is fighting. He just fought a YouTuber.
when he was fighting, I was against that BS that he did with Conor McGregor and
Yeah,
50-0, put a what do you call it, the asterisk behind it or whatever. Yeah,
yeah,
hey, I'm not saying that Canelo is the only one that has done it, but I'm saying in this particular lifetime,
yeah,
in this because see, right now
yeah,
you have a phenomenon
yeah,
that people haven't had during their career, and you
yeah.
were kind of at the beginning of it, but social media.
Yes, that's doing it.
Social
That's
media,
doing it.
I
Yeah,
mean, Jake Paul got what, 22 million, however million followers. Okay, kid
yes,
from Cleveland, Ohio,
yeah.
make it
Hey,
the internet,
hey,
social media.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. That's
yeah,
true. That's true. Man, hey, Stevie J all day said Mayweather fought champs though, K9 and undefeated guys. Well, yeah, champs, but
yeah.
champs we fought. We're past their
In,
prime.
in the right, you know,
Undefeated
you know,
guys were in the beginning of his career when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, not Money Mayweather.
yeah, money, hey, but yeah,
Hey, hey, listen, Stevie J all day.
if things keep going the way that they do
Yeah,
right now,
yep,
Canelo could possibly be in line to make more money
okay.
than Floyd.
I don't know. I don't know. Because
Okay,
Canelo
okay,
don't speak
okay.
good English.
Hold it
He
now,
don't speak
because
good English.
uh,
Mayweather was able to sell his brand because
hold
he
on,
speak straight
hold,
English.
hold on.
Yeah.
Do that little rewind thing that you always do. He's got a whole country behind him.
Yes. Yeah.
Do that little rewind thing that you have. Yeah,
Right.
you got a
Hey,
whole.
hold on.
That's the first thing that you. That's the first thing that you always say.
That's true. That's
He
true.
got he
But
got
let
a
me say
whole
this.
country behind
Let me say this though, Jay. His country is not rich. If you notice, a lot of the Mexicans, they struggle more than the blacks.
it.
You now listen. You get a black brother and you get a Mexican brother, and you tell a black brother who's struggling, "Hey man, I got this job for you." He gonna say, "How much you talking about?"
Canine,
He gonna give you $6 an hour. Nigga, you
K-
crazy? But you
canine,
ask the Mexican brother who's struggling, you tell him you give
canine.
him $6 an hour to do something. He said, "Oh man, I do it." Man,
and
you know.
and then he'll go get his brother, his grandfather,
There
his
you
cousin.
go.
See,
There you
can I,
go.
you have to remember, I live
Yes.
12 miles from Tijuana. Okay, so
Ah, you
so
know.
so
You know. You know.
so you don't have to tell me like you
Yeah.
say, hey, hey, that Mexican will get out there and pick tomatoes for $3 a
There
bushel.
you go.
That brother will tell you, man, you better get it out of my
Yes.
face,
Yes.
But the Mexican will go get the whole family, and all of them will pitch in and
There you go.
split that $3.
There
So
you go.
so so don't tell me nothing about that whole, about how, because
Yeah.
all of them, the whole family, are pitched together by
Yeah.
one
Right.
by one TV,
Yep.
one pay-per-view,
Yep.
and the whole village will come and watch. So
Exactly.
so
There you go. Just to save money and just because they ain't got money. There you go. And that's
yeah,
bold. I see a young man that work at right next door to my gym, and he had at a sushi gym. He pull up in a caravan, right? He's from Philippines, I would believe, because he has a slanted eyes. So he pulls up, man. He pull up, man. It'd be like 1,000 Mexicans jump out the car, and I'd be like, man, I hope he ain't underpaying them. And they'll work hard for less money, man. And it's not
like
right.
like I said, you go and you tell Raul you got a job. He gonna tell Fowler. He gonna tell Paulo. He gonna tell Cisco. He gonna tell Mingo. Mingo's
Pesos,
wife.
yes,
And, yes,
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 that's true.
So
That's
you know,
true. So can we
and
get it right? Can we done had a black president. We done had a white
uh,
president. Now we need a Mexican president. Yeah. They say essay? We need an essay. President.
that
Yeah.
cannot you see that you really trying to
Yeah. No, I'm just saying like,
no, you live in Michigan.
yeah. Hey,
You already got people up there coming up to the state capitol with
yeah,
guns and stuff,
yeah,
talking about,
yeah.
that they don't want it, they don't want a woman as governor.
Ah,
They tried to kidnap you. They wanted to kidnap your governor. And
well,
take
we in Detroit.
so so
We in
so
Detroit.
so so
Yeah,
the chances of y'all getting a
yeah,
Mexican
yeah,
elected a Mexican
yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
president, yeah, right, okay.
Anything,
We,
hey,
hey,
anything can happen.
hey,
Hey, hey, listen.
the state of Texas would secede from the union if you had a Mexican
Right.
president.
If they would have gave, if they would have gave Isaac Cruz, that victory over Gabonte Davis, he would have been a president. He'd have been the first Mexican president in Mexico.
Wait a minute. See, you keep talking like you think that Gavante lost that fight.
I think he lost that fight. Listen. I was commentating the fight, and shout out to everybody that tuned in. We got 96,000, close to 97,000 views. Now, I'm just telling you, the people that was listening, that were Javante Davis fans, and were listening in to the commentators for Showtime, who works with Floyd Mayweather, who promotes Javante Davis, who works for Al Heyman. They were being biased. So they were, oh yeah, man, Javante,
Okay.
shots he was missing. They was counting them as points.
Okay.
So
So
you listen to them, you can be like, man, K9, he's tripping because they paying them commentators to work for Showtime. And K9 is commentating on YouTube. But how many belts did them commentators win? How many fights have them
But
commentators fought?
but see now,
Come on, somebody. Come on,
here,
somebody.
here's the thing,
Yes.
and you know that we always talk about this.
Yeah.
When I watch fights, I like to turn all of the commentary off and just watch the fight
Yeah.
and come to my own conclusion.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of the 12 rounds, how many rounds did you have Gavante winning?
Well, watching it live,
Yes.
I can't say how many rounds I actually had Javante winning. I just know I had him
Oh,
losing the fight.
well, wait,
And at the
wait a minute.
least, we
Well, wait a
gonna call
minute.
it a draw. I just know
Uh,
what I saw, and I saw
uh,
one man going forward, the other man going backwards. And last time I looked, if a fighter is going backwards and not being effective going backwards, and a fighter that's going forward is being effective going forward, to me, last time I looked and saw and heard and knew, that fighter was winning.
okay. Now, what I saw.
Yeah.
Okay. What I saw.
Yeah.
Or at least what I perceived. That I'm not a 2-time world champ, so I
Yeah.
can't. But
Okay.
to me, there's such a thing as rounds that are even,
Yeah.
where nobody wins, and to
Okay.
me that's usually like the first round, maybe
Yeah.
the second and the third round.
Yeah.
Where guys are so-called feeling out rounds.
Okay.
So I might score them even.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, in a 10-round fight,
Okay.
because I did score 2 rounds even,
Okay.
I scored 6-4 Gravante.
Yeah.
Going forward is fine
Okay.
if you're coming forward effectively.
Yeah.
But also, just because you're going backwards does not mean that you're losing. I mean, you've won fights where you were going backwards.
No,
Well,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
hold on,
no.
hold on, hold on, hold
I
on,
never went backwards.
hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Ishay Smith fight.
Rewind that.
Ishay Smith fight.
Okay.
You went backwards.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I
Okay,
went back.
okay. So
I
don't
didn't
say
win
it.
though because I went backwards.
I didn't say that you won. I said that you went backwards. That's all. That's okay. I said you went backwards.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you
Uh-oh.
can't. But you can be effective going backwards. And the rounds that I actually scored even were the rounds where Gavante's hand was hurt, and I thought that he
Uh-oh.
fought, and I thought that
Sympathy. So you
no, no,
showed them some sympathy.
what? Well, you might call it sympathy. I call it skill because I thought that another fighter under the same circumstances
Okay.
might not have survived.
Yeah.
So
But
I
what they got to do with who won in the fight? I can't
no,
sit
no,
there
no.
and have
So
sympathy and I'm a
no, no,
judge or a
well,
referee.
that's why I scored the rounds even. I didn't give them to either fighter.
Uh-oh. You
That's
can't
why.
let you judge no fight.
What do you mean? Hey, I already told you. I already told you. To me,
You
it
gonna
was
say he crying. He crying. We gotta get him that round.
no. Like I said. Hey, there's such a.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
hold on. You mean to tell me that you can't give a fighter credit for
Okay.
going backwards when
Oh,
one
you
of the
can.
okay, so why is it
All right.
sympathy when it's for Gravante Davis,
Okay.
but it's not sympathy when I'm talking about other fighters that's showing the skill? Because I thought that another fighter under the same
Yeah.
circumstances
Yeah.
may have gotten knocked out.
Nah, but listen, it's okay if you're going backwards and you Muhammad Ali and that's your style. But when you're going backwards and you Gabonte Davis, and that is not known to be your style. We know
with
Gabonte Davis
with
as
an
Little Mike
engine, right?
Tyson. He
With
go
an
forward,
engine,
he
right?
knock guys out. He was going backwards because he was forced to going backwards. He was forced to go backwards.
He
He
was
is
going
not Michael
backwards because he
Jackson.
was.
Michael Jackson does the moonwalk or do the moonwalk. And listen, Isaac Cruz had Gabonte
You
Davis doing a moonwalk all night.
you
He just missed the
you
hat.
you are you are officially a Gravante Davis hater.
No, you're gonna make the people on here think that too. Because I came in, hey, listen, I was on a live with Santa Cruz with a with an
See,
Isaac Cruz hat. So,
I told you, you
no.
you said,
Listen, I like Gabonte Davis. I even had a
but you
push-up
hate
bet.
Floyd.
I had
But
a
you hate
push-up bet
Floyd.
with my son
But you
that
hate Floyd.
Gabonte Davis was gonna win.
But you hate Floyd. See
I
that?
don't like Floyd, but
See, see that? See,
I don't hate him.
see that's what colored your vision. See, if he came out there with
Yeah,
anybody else, if he had come out there with Lou DiBella, you would
yeah.
have a whole different story.
I sure would. Hey,
See,
I should.
see.
There you go. Hey, the
Okay,
truth shall set you free.
okay.
Yeah.
So you had the same type of um, prejudice
And
towards
you Antonio
that.
Campbell will say,
Oh,
I'm keeping it
hold on.
real. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, hold it out.
Okay.
So you had the same type of kind of ingrained dislike that I have for Canelo. So
Oh, but listen, Canelo never messed with or irritated or disrespected your wife.
no,
See,
no,
I
no,
got
no,
a
no. Well, no,
legitimate
I see.
reason to not like Floyd.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but yes, you do. So
See, there you go. See,
I understand. I
yeah,
understand. But
yeah,
like I said, to me, I think when it took my man Marvin Hagler, who is
yeah,
I mean my goat of all time. When it
yeah,
took when I
yeah,
see what he had to go through, and
yeah,
then I
yeah,
look at what Canelo is going through, it just kind
yeah,
of I'm not it like I said, I understand your reason, and I wasn't gonna
yeah,
bring it up, but I
yeah,
do
yeah,
understand your reasoning, but
yeah,
but like I said, I mean that. I kind of feel the same way. If Canelo would come there and knock that guy out in one round, I would still say,
yeah.
but I understand it's boxing is a business.
Absolutely.
So
Now, Robert is keeping it 100, and you welcome Antonio, no doubt, no doubt, all love. He said Mayweather passed the dollars around to the judges, and he must have saw what I
I
saw.
know. Hey,
He know what I know.
man, you know, uh,
Hey, listen, you can pay to play. You can pay to play for sure. Yeah, you can pay
but
to play.
hey, but like boxing is a dirty game,
Absolutely,
and we all
absolutely.
realize that, and I mean, that I think that there were a lot of instances where
Yeah,
cash has been passed around, but
yeah,
if you don't, if you don't have video,
yeah.
you you don't have nothing no more.
Hey, that's right.
You know,
Hey,
yeah,
real American fan,
it used to be
AJ.
your word meant something. Now, if you
Yeah,
ain't got video, it
yeah.
don't mean nothing.
That's true. You got to prove it. Hey, a real American fan said Floyd Mayweather is keeping Javante Davis alive. And listen, that fight right there would have made his stock go exactly where Tefimo Lopez stock went. Straight to the
Oh,
ground.
oh yeah. Oh, hey, look, Floyd. Uh, like we just said, boxing is a business.
Yeah.
Floyd could not, especially
Can't
after
afford to
what,
let him lose. Exactly.
especially like you said, Talifimo Lopez had lost.
Yeah.
The week before.
Yeah.
There's no way in the world that
Right.
Gravante could lose this fight.
Yeah.
Period. And the fact uh, that he whether he broke his hand or not,
Yeah.
uh,
There you
I,
go. There you go. Whether he broke his hand or not.
yeah, whether he broke
Did
his
he
hand.
break his hand?
Well, did he? Hey, I'm. like I said, I'm not a fighter. The man tells me his hand was broke, then his hand was broke. But
Come
like
on,
I said,
somebody.
though, I do this was actually a make it or break it time for Gravante Davis's career.
Yeah,
It was it was Gravante had to win.
yeah.
That's why I asked you at the beginning. Did you have any doubts that Gravante Davis was going to win this fight? And the
Hey,
fight.
listen, I didn't know, to be honest with you, I did not know who Isaac Cruz was. I heard he could fight,
Yeah.
but I just knew in my mind that Brody had pulled out the fight, or he wasn't able to fight because of whatever trouble he had got in. So I just knew for sure Floyd was going to mess that money up. So I just knew that, especially how Floyd picked and chose his fight, especially at the end of his career, that he wouldn't dare put Gervonta Davis in there with somebody that would expose him.
Now,
And Isaac exposed Gervonta Davis. You bully the bully.
Well, hey, I have no doubt. Like I said, somebody else here agree with you saying that.
Hoss said he won. Hoss.
Mr. Letters said that Cruz still won the fight. Hey, maybe Cruz did win the fight, but
Yeah.
just like Telefimo Lopez, said he won the fight. It don't matter because the L come up. He got one of these.
Oh man, but hey, everybody, their mama know that Teofimo Lopez didn't win that fight. I mean, come on, man. He got to know he ain't win that fight. The man couldn't even see after the fight. Eyes were so swole. He like he got hit by a car crash. He like he got hit by a tank. And I ain't talking about Gervonta Davis.
So wait a minute. So are you saying that you think that Tank's next fight? Well, now, okay. So this was Tank's. What was this second, third pay-per-view?
Yeah.
So are you
I
saying
don't know.
that? Are you saying, what are you saying? Is he still going to be a pay-per-view fighter?
He's going to still be a pay-per-view fighter. But his next fight, if he don't give Isaac Cruz a rematch or fight somebody with a name, who gonna want to see it? I guarantee you this right here. Those celebrities that went to that fight, they saw. They were looking at that. They thought, Floyd was like, "Oh man, this is Gervonta Tank Davis. He the next best thing since Money Mayweather." And when he went out there and dropped
Liquor House put up on there,
they said to themselves, "Oh man, this boy trash. This boy garbage." So they had something to say.
You see what Liquor House TV put up there? Just say y'all don't like Tank.
I like Tank. Listen, I saw he put that up there, but I actually like Tank. But as a fighter,
but you still
I like him. I like him.
Okay, but hold on.
We are
K9.
We commentators.
K9.
Yeah.
I like you, but I'm gonna wear Jamal Charlo's shirt to your fight.
Okay, go ahead. You can wear Jamal Charlo.
Wait a minute. No. Wait, hold on. But what I'm saying is, you say that you like Tank, but you wore a Cruz hat for your commentate.
No, I wore a Mexican hat because I thought it was going to be a Mexican style fight. I thought that Cruz, like I said, Cruz. I didn't know who Cruz was. I knew who Gervonta Davis was.
But
since it's a Mexican, and we got a Mexican style fight because Gervonta Davis fights like a Mexican. He fight like Mike Tyson. I said, let me wear this because it's gonna bring the best out of me, and they're gonna bring the best out of each other, and the fans gonna go crazy. Let the beatings begin.
So
that's why I wore a Mexican hat. The sombrero. Now, Canelo fight, I went in because of Canelo. If Benavidez fight, I went in because Benavidez. But I don't know what no other Mexican I wear a hat like that for.
So you wait a minute, hold now. So for Canelo, you wear it because he got a whole country behind him, as you always say.
Oh,
Let me
that man
read.
can fight. I know he gonna win.
Okay, so you know he gonna win,
I know he
regardless.
gonna win. I'm
Okay,
rolling with the winners.
okay,
Nobody
but
roll with losers. Your mama will deny you if you lose. Oh man, I knew you weren't gonna be nothing in life. Get your, I hate you. We all roll with winners. I'm a winner.
liquor,
You a
liquor,
winner.
liquor house. You right. He just don't like Tank. He just-
Oh man, liquor house is drinking what he's saying. He's drinking liquor in his house. Too much liquor. And too much liquor is bad for you. You get the stumble in you, you know what I mean? He be probably so drunk off the liquor because he liquor house that
Okay.
he be swearing down, man. Gabonte just hit me with something.
See,
That's
you
too much
say,
liquor in the house.
don't
Liquor house
say,
TV.
don't say don't say y'all the house because I think Tank won the fight. I was in Tank's corner, not
Okay.
not Mayweather's corner. It has nothing to do with Mayweather, but once again,
Yeah.
I do have some concerns
Yeah.
because I think that Tank
Okay.
is very close
Okay.
to becoming another Adrian Broner.
Tank? No, no, no,
Yes.
no, no, no.
Let me explain.
Oh,
Let,
no,
let,
no, no. Let me
let,
rewind
let,
that. No, 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 no.
let me explain.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Because of people like you that are waiting for him to lose the fight or
Okay.
anticipating this big loss and this blemish on his career, if that should happen,
Okay.
and Tank is not a strong young man
Okay.
and goes back to what he knows,
Okay.
which is the streets of Baltimore,
Okay.
it'll take more than, I mean, we've seen
Where my
Mayweather,
Sabero at?
we've seen Mayweather threaten before to
Okay.
cut Tank loose.
Yeah.
And that
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and that at that particular time acted as a what do you call it, incentive for Tank to restart his career
Uh,
and to become the fighter that we know now.
yeah.
But I'm really concerned about how fragile his ego would be because every fighter is not able to take that first loss and use it as a learning lesson. And
Now,
would Tank be one of those rather than one? Does he have the support system behind? For instance, K9, you have a strong support system behind you. Your
yeah.
wife,
Yeah.
so forth and so on. Does
Yeah.
Tank have that kind of structure behind him? That's what I'm worried about.
Now, listen, and I heard everything you said. Now, the comparisons to him and Adrian Bronner totally different. And one reason I'm gonna tell you why is Adrian Bronner wanted to be Floyd or like Floyd, same style, flashy. Javante Davis, totally different. Javante Davis fights like Mike Tyson, a little Mike Tyson. I think people like Javante Davis. I like Javante Davis. Knockout sell. He knock guys out. I know everybody like Javante Davis. That's why people were there. He's selling out arenas. He bringing out entertainers, celebrities. I like him. But win, lose, or draw, I gotta keep it 100. You go out there, no matter who it is, I want you to keep it 100 with me, K9. You ain't look good, bro. Tell the truth. I can deal with the truth. I can't deal with a lie. I don't want to be commentating a fight on my live and be talking about, man, Javante looking good when he ain't looking good. His next fight, he get to looking good. I'm going to say looking good. But it's gonna always be somebody like, oh man, you was hating on him. Now you riding this line. No, 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 no. I keep it 100. You doing good? You're doing good. You're doing bad? You're doing bad. So I just keep it 100. Gervonta Davis is a beast. I like him a whole lot.
But
That boy a monster. I respect him.
but
But
hold
like
on.
I
See
say,
what
if
you're
he don't
talking
do good,
about.
I'm gonna tell you about yourself.
But what you're talking about, K9, is his
Well,
boxing career, what he
well,
looks like in the ring.
yeah.
I'm talking about what happens after.
Oh yeah.
What happens in the dressing room
Yeah.
after that first loss?
Yeah.
What happens when he comes back and Floyd says, I don't know, man, maybe we have to start all over again.
Oh well. Hopefully he got enough money to
That's
put in
a
the bank. He'd be okay. Hey, because to be honest with you, you could have told me.
see
You could
that's
have
what
told
I'm
me.
worried about.
Hold on. You could have told me, Jay, that Isaac Cruz is gonna do what he did in that fight. You got to remember, you know, the good fighters in the 130-pound division, 135-pound division are not fighting each other. Ryan Garcia said he want to fight Tank. Tank said he'll fight Ryan Garcia, beat Ryan Garcia, and beat Oscar De La Hoya up on the same night. But are they fighting each other? No. We want to see Devin Haney in the ring with Gabonte Davis. We wanted to see Teofimo Lopez in the ring with Gabonte Davis or Devin Haney. But they all capping. They say they want to fight each other, all for likes, all for subscribers, all for tweets, retweets, but they don't really want to fight each other. So now they end up fighting somebody that's not on their level. They go out there and lose. They go and drop an egg because they're not fighting somebody they're getting up for. They go out there and fight Isaac Cruz. You can't sit there and tell me that Gervonta Davis prepared for Isaac Cruz like he would prepare for Ryan Garcia or he would prepare for Devin Haney. He went out there and said, oh, man, Pitbull, that's a chihuahua. He didn't prepare for that kind of fight because it wasn't Devin Haney. Same as Teofimo Lopez. George Kambosos can fight, but Teofimo Lopez was like, oh, man, this is, I'm going to knock his head off and then prepare properly. And what happened? He took an L. And the L ain't for love either. It's for loss. He lost. His stock dropped to the ground.
I agree with all that. Now, what did you think about Devin Haney?
Come on, somebody. Hey, Devin Haney? Now, let me tell you about what I think about Devin Haney. He didn't look good, but I expect that out of Devin Haney because he don't have the same experience as Gervonta Davis. He's being brought along the right way. You know, he's taking his steps slowly but surely.
So you giving Devin Haney sympathy points, but you gonna chop my head off because I give Gabonte Davis sympathy.
It's a different. Hey, listen, styles make fights. Styles make fights.
Sympathy.
If Gervonta Davis would have fought, if he would have fought Jojo Diaz, I think Gervonta Davis would have knocked him out because the styles make fights. Devin Haney, I figured Devin Haney was going to be in for a kind of tough fight. Even though I felt he would win, I didn't think it was going to be no easy fight because Jojo Diaz, he ain't no slouch. But I've been watching Devin Haney closely. I know about his amateur career. We trained together at the original Crunk Gym when he was a kid. So I recognize game, and real recognize real. So I know what I'm watching, what I'm seeing.
So when you put just a moment ago, when you mentioned that, about these Ryan Garcia doesn't want to fight Devin Haney doesn't want, they say, so where do you put Devin Haney in this mix when you keep trying to put him in a match with Gabonte Davis? And you say, according to you, he's being taken along slowly and this and that and the other. So do you think that Devin Haney is ready for a Gabonte Davis fight?
I think that if they fight each other, they going to get up like never before for each other versus fighting someone that doesn't have the same name. First of all, they fight each other, they're going to probably both make $20 to $50 million. Let me rewind that. $20 to $50 million. That's gonna make you get up like never before. When you make more money that you ever made before in your life, that's gonna make you get up for each other. And at the same time, it's competition. Competition is that you got followers, I got followers. You got money, I got money. You got people behind you, I got people behind me. You got fans, I got fans. And the winner gonna get the bands on top of bands. So it makes sense for them to fight each other because guess what? They're gonna make more money than ever made, and they're gonna fight like they never fought before ever in their life. What's gonna happen if they keep on cherry picking? They're gonna mess around and lose to fighters they supposed to beat because they're not gonna be able to get up for them. Same thing when I fought Jamal Charlo. I should have pulled out the fight because my rib was injured. At the same time, I wasn't on social media seeing this young man training hard like he was training. The man was ready for me, but I couldn't get up for a guy like him like I would get up for somebody like Floyd Mayweather, like somebody I would get up for like Canelo Alvarez. Those were the guys that I wanted to fight. He wanted to fight me because I was older, 40-some years old. How much longer can I actually fight? How much longer will I actually be at the top in my 40s? So here comes a young man in his 20s who wants to fight an older dude. He got all the reasons in the world to give it his best. He got a chance to beat a guy he's supposed to be able to beat, who he wouldn't have beat if I wasn't injured, and I would have got up for him like he was Floyd Mayweather. Beating him, Jamal Charlo, wouldn't have changed my life in my eyes, in my mind. But fighting Floyd would have changed my life. My eyes would have got big, like the guy that was on Belly when he looked up and said, dang, here they come. And that's just real spill at K9 Boxing. And you can follow me on Twitter at K9 Boxing and Instagram at K9 Boxing. And I got merch, www.k9boxingfitness.com. And Gabonte Davis will be back. But he won't be fighting Isaac Cruz in a rematch.
Okay, so who does Haney fight next? Would you rather see him fight, as we are speaking, Gabonte, or would you rather see him fight Cambosa?
Well, I don't think Cambosa is going to fight him because he said that he's the champ and he don't want to fight for the super belt because he has the regular belt. I would like to see, to be honest with you, I would like to see Devin Haney fight Gabonte Davis. In a perfect world, it would happen because you got to remember both guys were fighting over Mayweather. Gabonte Davis is like, well, it's my promoter. But guess what? He was giving Devin Haney pad work. So they were both like, but that's my man's in them. Dog, that's my man's in them. But that's my man's in them. But a lot of stuttering. So enough with the stuttering and let's make it happen. Easy work. All you got to do is just get the pen, get the paper, sign the contract, and make it happen. And guess what? Pay-per-view going to be on 10. They going to sell over 1 million views. They going to make scrap for real. But will it happen? Let me hear you say, no, it's not going to happen. Why? Because the best in this generation don't fight the best. Unless it's the junior middleweight division. My favorite division where I won 2 world titles. Let me wind that. My favorite division where I won 2 world titles and became the oldest junior middleweight world champ of all time. And the record stands today. You hear me? To this day. But I would like to see Gabonte Davis rematch Isaac Cruz or fight Devin Haney at K9 Boxing on a dog pound on a Tuesday.
Well, now, K9, let's talk about another famous. It's hard to talk about this fight because I also think this is another guy that you should have fought during your career. But
Okay.
right now, we're talking about the guys that are top of the Hall of Fame class of 2021.
Okay.
Roy Jones Jr.,
Okay.
James Toney, and
Okay.
the guy that I would have liked to seen you fight, Miguel Cotto.
Oh yeah. Oh Cap. He didn't want them problems. That man, listen, bro. We were supposed to fight me and Miguel Cotto, right? He told me, his people told me, yeah, we're gonna call you tomorrow and we're gonna make that fight happen. The next day, I got no call. So I waited as long as I could, almost to the end of the day, waiting for that call. Didn't get it, so I called his peoples and said, what's happening? It said, sorry, K9, but Miguel Cotto is going to fight Austin Trout. And I was mad as I don't know what because you don't play with nobody's money. You feel me? You know what I mean? I already had the new suit I was going to buy. I had, I had a Bentley I had an eye on. Listen, I had a Rollie I was thinking about purchasing. Oh, man. I started to borrow some money from my next door neighbor. And they told me, we going to fight Austin Trout. Man, my heart dropped to the ground. But it's all good because I got another title, right? And Miguel Cotto wanted to fight me. This time for real, for real. You feel me? And guess what? They had me versus Miguel Cotto on BoxRec because they just knew, oh, we're going to offer him this fight and it's Miguel Cotto, so he going to take it. So they put me on BoxRec fighting against Miguel Cotto, the date and everything, right? He told me, okay, now, we want to fight you. They offered me $250,000. Man, basically, man, I hung up on them boys and basically told them to kill themselves and never responded. Never talked to him after that and went on my way and got more than that, way more than that against Charlo. And even though I didn't win the fight, I'm still living off that Charlo money. Or I'm still living off that Al Heyman money. God is good, man. I'm just telling you, God is good. You win some, you lose some, but sometimes even when you lose, you win. If you know what I mean.
Now, there's a couple guys on here that I don't even know you guys, but you have my heart. Real
Yeah.
American fan.
Yeah.
The best don't fight the best.
Real talk.
Demetrius Andrade.
That's his boy. Look at him.
That's my
There you
that's my
go.
man's in them.
The Joe Lewis.
That's my man's in them.
That's my man's
Hey,
with them.
man.
That's my man's with them.
Look, man,
Dog.
look.
That's my man's with them.
I've wanted so long for Charlo and
Yeah,
Andrade. I've talked about it on this show for years. I
absolutely.
mean, and
Yeah,
you guys keep talking, trash about my guys, Demetrius, but hey,
yeah,
uh, just I'm one of those guys. Demetrius fights the guy that's in front of him. You
yeah,
know, I'm not saying like he's like Gary Russell or not in sense of talent,
yeah,
but but in the sense of avoidance,
yeah,
I think there's a lot of people, you know, and I get it because Demetrius does not put butts in seats. So I definitely understand, where they're coming from when you're
yeah,
talking about boxing being a business. But
yeah,
as far as the best fighting the best, I think talent wise, sooner or later this has to happen.
yeah, yeah. But Charlo was out there. Why haven't Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo fought? Why they haven't fought yet? I mean, that's
Be,
the
be,
fight
because
that makes sense.
Charlo does not want to fight Demetrius Andrade because, and it's documented, just as I said, Demetrius Andrade is not a cash cow. Demet Charlo wants a fight where at least his opponent is going to be able to fulfill his part of the stadium or whatever. Demetrius Andrade, unless you're a really pure boxing fan, nobody wants to see Demetrius Andrade. Of course, he's a great fighter.
Yeah.
Real boxing fans want to see it.
Yeah.
But if you ask the average fan,
Yeah.
you know, oh, we want to see him fight Canelo. We want to see him fight. Everybody they just bypass Demetrius like he's not there. Hey,
Yeah.
Demetrius has a couple belts too. See, but
Yeah.
that's also another product of Floyd. And,
Yeah.
and 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 even you yourself. I mean, even though you display your belts,
Yeah.
you know, like in today's market, it's not about the belt. It's about who you fighting.
Exactly. Or who you are.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Absolutely. Shout out to SB. SB said, "We see you, champ." And Al Capone been showing love. I've been seeing him saying, "Man, I love you, man." Yay, all these good things. So shout out to everybody, Al Capone, and everybody that's tapped in, that's showing JK and K9 and
hey,
SB some
John
love.
John Clark, real American fan. There's a lot of different people that we haven't seen in the queue.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I was looking for my boy El Toro. I
yeah,
know
yeah,
it's from Italy, but
yeah,
so I know he's usually here. But
yeah,
Antonio Capone,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
uh,
And
Grievous.
yeah, JK, a lot of the new people that's actually on the live now actually found out about me when we actually commentated the Javante Davis Isaac Cruz fight. So a lot of the new Team K9 viewers are coming from, subscribing from the watch party. So gotta
Well,
continue to
hey,
do the watch parties because
well,
that's where the fans are actually coming from. The
well,
watch
don't
parties,
don't
like, man, hold on, this is a 2-time world champ. Hold
hey,
on, he real recognized
don't
real. This
forget
boy gotta know boxing.
don't forget the like button. Don't forget the subscribe button. We got some cash.
Hey,
We got some cash buttons up there. I mean, hey, if you love us, show us some love. You know,
yeah,
K9, you got the merch up
yeah.
there. So I mean,
You see,
hey,
hey, exactly. And you see, JK, somebody from my man Big's Music said, correct, champ. See, JK, they didn't know about Team K9. They didn't know about JKSB. They didn't know about us. But when Javante Davis fought, that's why I say I'm not hating on Javante Davis because the most views I ever got in one day was the Javante Davis fight. The first fight when he fought against, I think it's Marius Barrios, a guy
yes,
we done had on the show plenty of times, right, JK?
yes, sir.
We got 114,000 views. We had, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1,500 new subscribers. Let me rewind that. 1,500 new subscribers the day Javante Davis fought Marius Barrios. And Sunday, that's right, on a Sunday, we got 96,000, close to 97,000 views, and I believe 800, 900 new subscribers. So the people,
California in the
of
house,
course, the
Mister.
fans that's tapping in now came from the Javante Davis Isaac Cruz fight.
Where you at, Eddie? I'm in California. What's up? Where you at? I'm down
Hey,
here in
man.
San Diego. You got a gym nearby? What's going on? Let us know.
Oh, man. That's right. The beat man is listening. That boy got beats for me all day. Lonnie Beasley in the house. General, what's up, the General? And we made it to 16,000 subs that fight. You hear him? You heard? You heard him? 16,000. Oh,
So
SB said, who would you want to see Crawford fight? Easy work, easy answer. Errol Spence, for sure. But then again, let Errol Spence get one fight before he fight Terrence Crawford so we can make sure he's okay. I don't want Terrence Crawford to get credit for beating Errol Spence if Errol Spence's eye isn't fully healed. So let's see Terrence Crawford versus
See,
Ugas, the
see,
man that sent Manny Pacquiao into retirement. And then the winner takes on Errol Spence. Let Errol Spence get a touch up. An easy
see,
fight.
see,
Errol
like,
Spence ain't known for getting easy fights.
yeah,
Errol Spence came back from the accident, the car accident that he had, and picked a tough competitor, and Danny Swift Garcia, and gave that man to work, sent him out of the division, kicked him out of the division. And Danny Swift Garcia said, I'm going to junior middleweight. I'm getting far away from Errol Spence as I can. And Terrence Crawford said, enough about Errol. I'm signing with, hopefully, PBC so I can get the Errol Spence fight. Or I'm going to the zone and I'm going to try to get the Canelo fight. If Canelo can get past the heavyweight and come back down, come back to town, and holler at your boy. And that's what it is. My upset of the year is George Kambosos versus Teofimo Lopez. And my fight of the year is Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Are you with me, JK? Uh-oh. Oh.
I'm gonna have to wait on that Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. I'm gonna. I got a couple other candidates.
Come on with it then. Come on with it.
I do agree
Okay.
with the upset of the year. I do agree with that.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think of. We had a knockout.
Okay. That might be the knockout of the year. Knockout of the year. The fight of the year is two different things.
Okay, you're right because you didn't say knockout of the year. You didn't say fight.
I said fight of the year. There you go.
So I'll go for that. But we got a couple. I mean, you have to think of that Vidal Jack fight.
Yeah. Who?
That was a great fight.
Vidal Jack or who?
Where was the one where he got cut? The last fight where he got cut up real bad. Just before he come back to fight.
Vidal Jack, you talking about? I think that was a year ago when he got head butted or cut real bad.
Yeah. And also there's a Benavidez fight, but I can't think of which one. I have to ask Scully. And
Okay.
I don't have Scully with me right now, but but Benavidez is going to be fighting Marcus Brown.
Hey, General, that's the bumblebee right there. They said, who that yellow guy right there? That's a Pittsburgh Steeler. That's a Pittsburgh fan.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, the Lions won. Let's go, champ.
There you go.
Let's go, champ.
Hey,
I'm gonna be a lion today. Let's go, champ. Let's go.
This is
the first note, please.
This is the first week in, I believe, 16, 18. No, I'm thinking because you guys lost 15. Was it 14? So I'm thinking the reason why I was is because it's been a long time since the Lions and the Steelers both won on the same weekend.
Let's go, champ. Hashtag dogs us. Yeah.
So this is in commemoration of
that.
And this Thursday, we play the guys that you beat.
Oh, Minnesota.
Yeah, we play Minnesota this Thursday night on Thursday Night Football. So.
Oh yeah, we gotta watch that.
Yeah,
we gotta watch that.
And by the way, the fans that don't know, I do have a sports show on Thursday night called The Sports Crib. So tune in. We'll be talking about all the different.
The best team in the world, the Lions, right?
Well, right now.
Yeah. They hot.
They're the hottest commodity on the block with one win.
Boy, listen. We gonna turn up, boy. All it takes is one. All it takes is one shot.
But
Eminem said it. One shot. You only get one shot.
we got a couple fights coming up, and I want to know. I want to get your opinion on them. Like I said, the one
Okay.
was the guy that I've always said that Canelo was going to duck, and I still think that he's no matter what, he'll never get in the ring with Arthur Benavidez. But
Oh,
Benavidez is fighting
yeah.
Marcus Brown. Marcus
Uh-huh.
Brown is the
Okay.
guy that
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah. I
leg.
saw that. I saw that. Hey,
And
before you answer that, somebody asked you a question on the screen.
what was that? Yeah, I was looking at another schedule. What did they ask me? Ask him, K9, who is he getting the fight between Jamal Charlo and Canelo? Ooh, to be truthful, as much as I do not like, or I'm not a fan. I don't let's say I don't like, but I'm not a fan of.
Yeah,
I would have to take Canelo in this fight.
I agree. I agree. Canelo just he on a whole nother level right now, and he's a lot bigger than he used to be. Now,
Yeah,
at
not
first,
yeah.
I thought that would be a dangerous fight for Canelo, but since then, Canelo done, man, listen, he been eating that lunch meat. He been eating that red meat, man. That man, listen, that man
Canelo,
built like this, man. He walking around like, man.
Canelo trains right here in San Diego, House of Boxing, right over.
Oh man, why you
You
ain't
know,
got no? Don't get no tickets. Go get some tickets. Tell him K9 boxing in the
uh,
house. Tell him,
you
say, boy, you dug my boy K9, man. You owe him some tickets,
know,
a pass or something.
uh,
He told him
yeah,
give it to me.
Canelo trains right here at the House of Boxing when
Okay.
and you
Yeah.
talk and you like you said,
Uh-oh.
a country behind you.
Yeah.
When Canelo comes to that gym, it's
Yeah. Who
like
is? Yeah.
that whole block closes
Yeah.
down.
You're
So
right. Yeah. I'm
and
trying to
then
figure out. JK, tell me this. Who was Cinnamon? Because SB said Cinnamon will cook him. Who was Cinnamon? Bet you don't know who Cinnamon is.
Cinnamon is Canelo.
There you go. I thought you ain't know. See that you hip to the game, boy.
That's what they called him before he became Canelo.
There you go. Okay. Tell the fans they don't know that. The fans
Yeah,
don't know. I thought because
yeah.
you wear baggy clothes and you was living in the 80s. But I see you wearing skinny jeans. You got a skinny jean brain.
No, no. Uh,
You what's going on now,
I,
champ? I love that.
I,
Try
I,
to hit me in the game.
I don't wear skinny jeans, but uh, you know, putting me in skinny jeans is kind of like putting Emmanuel Stewart in skinny jeans. You know what Emmanuel would say about trying to get
Yeah.
high end, like so.
And
No,
Stevie
yeah,
J,
but
Stevie J said this. Stevie J say, why won't they make that Canelo Charlo fight? Because Canelo
because
don't need Charlo. Canelo
no,
don't want to fight nobody that really wants to fight him unless it's money to be made. See, he in position to do what I wasn't able to do. He in a position to do what I wasn't able to do. He in a position to pick and choose. I didn't want to fight. It wasn't that I was scared to fight a
see,
Charlo or whoever, but I want to
no,
fight who I want to fight. And I want to fight
see,
the biggest fights, fight the easier fights to make the most money. He fight
see,
guys he know it can beat. Kovalev, he beat Kovalev, who was a drunk, an alcoholic, who came down in weight, and he actually beat himself. And it was a belt involved. Come on, Canelo fought against Billy Joe Saunders, who hadn't fought in 1,000 years, who was rusty. Canelo fought 2, 3 fights back to back and called him out, knew he wasn't ready, and defeated him. Canelo learned the game from Floyd Mayweather. When he lost his first
here's
fight
the
to
thing.
Floyd, he learned a whole lot. He got so much better. And Oscar showed him the game as well.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
See, Canelo, like you say, he's on a different level. See, Canelo looks at Charlo the same way that Charlo looks at Demetrius Andrade.
Okay.
I don't need you. You need me. And that's what Canelo is saying to Charlo. I
Yeah.
don't need you. I
Right.
can go I can go up and fight whoever and get X millions of dollars
Thank you.
and
It's business.
you know, or I can go and fight somebody that's not as good as you in
Exactly.
the division and
Yes.
still get paid.
Exactly.
I don't have to. I do not have to go in shark-infested waters in order for me to make money. You
Yeah.
have to come to me.
Yes.
Eddie, where you at? Eddie, where you at in California? You keep okay. Hippie in the house. Uh, but yeah, see, so once
Yeah.
again, it's a matter of the big fish and the
Yeah.
little fish. Until you get big enough for that big fish to notice you,
Yeah.
hey, you just a snack. I don't need a snack. I
Exactly.
need a full meal. The worst punch is a
Exactly.
scared punch because the fighter is scared. Crying hippie, you back? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you getting back to the Benavidez Marcus Brown fight. Marcus Brown, I think, was the last guy to beat Badu Jack. I believe
Yeah.
that was the fight that I was talking about.
Right.
What do you think about this fight? And
Between
and
who?
and and you never did. Getting back to our previous question because we kind of got caught up in the Miguel Cotto thing. What do you
Yeah.
think about Roy Jones and James Toney being at the top of the 2021 Hall of Fame class?
Hey, listen. In daytime or when they were at the top, when the best fought the best. Let me rewind that. When the best fought the best, they were the best at that time. And both guys were undefeated. And they put it all on the line. They didn't say, "Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Meet me at this place. Meet me. I'll kick your butt." They made it happen. They said what they had to say about each other. They signed the contract. They fought. One man won, one man lost. But at the end of the day, they gave us a great fight, and they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I think it's great. I'm happy. I applaud everybody that voted them in, and I applaud whoever voted them in because they definitely Hall of Fame fighters. Roy Jones has the greatest, I want to say skill. I want to try to think of the right word. He has the greatest reflexes that I ever saw in boxing history. He is like very fan friendly, skills on top of skills, better than anybody ever saw. Athleticism, he's athletic like never before. Man, I'm happy to see him in there, and him losing to guys he probably should have lost to, because he went up to heavyweight, and he lost muscle coming back down and lost to Antonio Tarver, and didn't let his brain rest, and then got stopped by, I'm trying to figure out who that was, the other young man. But anyway, Roy Jones had a great career. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. I'm talking about more entertaining than Floyd Mayweather. James Toney went all the way from middleweight to heavyweight and became a world champion. James Toney might have the greatest defense in boxing history. The man, because you talking about the shoulder roll, you talking about the Philly shell, that came from Michigan. Floyd was one of the best at the shoulder roll. And if anything, you call it the Floyd roll because everybody and their mama try to do it because of Floyd. But James Toney was even better at the shoulder roll than Floyd. And James Toney will shoulder roll you and come back with the right hand and will knock you to the ground at K9 Boxing. So I'm very pleased and happy that both guys are in the Hall of Fame. And they both fought each other twice. I don't know if you knew that. But Roy Jones won the first time. No, sorry about that. That was that was Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins who fought
Yeah.
twice.
Okay.
I'm like, hold on, no, that was the other man. That was the other guy. But I'm happy. Hey, listen, if Sylvester Stallone can be in the Hall of Fame, Roy Jones better be in the Hall of Fame. James Toney better be in the Hall of Fame. I'm putting James King in the Hall of Fame because
Nah,
listen,
I
before
got. I
everybody
got
was
it.
on YouTube and doing their thing, James King had the pugilist corner. So come on, somebody, get my man James King in the Hall of Fame. Stop playing as an announcer, as a commentator, as a pugilist to the sport of boxing.
I got to ask you about a friend of yours,
Okay.
and you guys. I know at some time or another. I know you broke bread together.
Yeah.
Chris Algieri fighting Conor Ben.
Yeah.
What's
Well, you
your
know,
thoughts? Chris says they all think he's too small and too old.
yeah.
What's your
Hey,
thoughts, man?
hey, listen, that might be the case. Hey, listen, I'm happy that fighters, that pay their dues are allowed to actually still make money, win, lose, or draw. I just hope at the end of the day, they don't end up staying in a hard sport of boxing too long when they pass their prime. We saw that with Zab Judah. Zab Judah hadn't fought in a minute, came back to fight a tough competitor at an older age and ended up in a coma. So one thing about boxing, we all say it all the time, and we know it's facts to a certain extent. It can't play boxing. And you gotta take this serious because it's real. People are getting hit for real. This is not the Rocky movie. Where you hear the sound effects. It's real hits. And I'm just saying, man, you gotta protect yourself at all times. One way to protect yourself is not to get in that boxing ring, in that center of the ring, because anything can happen. Look at Gerald McCullough. Would never be the same. Never, ever, ever be the same. Look at Adonis Stevenson. Would never, ever be the same. Look at Jermaine Taylor. Would never, ever be the same. Um, Look at James Toney. Would never, ever be the same. And what I mean by that is that he slurs when he talks. Them shots to the head, man, could do some serious bodily harm to you. At the time that Muhammad Ali was alive, look what that did to him. You know, Parkinson's is Parkinson's, but it can be triggered through headshots. And your brain wasn't meant to get pounded on. It was for you to use it in a formative matter, in a matter of, you know, thought processes, things that make you say, like Arsenio Hall would say, hmm. But we all
Ali was
give you free
never.
will. So
Uh,
you can do what you want to do with your brain. And I thank God that, what I mean, I didn't take too many headshots, that I'm able to talk my talk and walk my walk with my man James King on Tuesday at
yeah,
9 p.m. and
uh,
spend time with my kids and talk to them and know what's going on in the world and in life. And I thank
yeah,
God for that.
yeah. Ali should have really stopped after the Kenny Norton fight, but that's a
That's what I'm
different.
talking about.
That's a
That's
different
what I'm talking
debate.
about.
But K9,
Yeah.
not to forget,
Okay.
there is a gentleman
Yeah.
that I believe will be. Let's see. I believe you're the oldest,
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
okay, you're the oldest. Pacquiao would be the second oldest.
No. You
No,
talking about what weight class? So you talking about in history?
no. I'm talking about in history.
Oh, in history. Yeah. I think in history, I'm number 4. Manny
Okay,
Pacquiao was number 5. But
okay.
in the
Well,
division, and welterweight division, Manny Pacquiao was number 1. In the junior middleweight division, Cornelius K9 Bundrage is number 1. Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
oh, oh,
So,
oh,
uh,
yeah. Black
so,
History Month, baby. Let's go, champ. Put me in. Put
so,
me in. I'm going
so
down in
this,
history.
so this gentleman is
Yeah.
probably the oldest bantamweight champion in
Who
history,
you talking about?
Mr. Nonito Donaire.
Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
He'll be defending his title also right out here in Carson, California,
yeah,
on December the 11th.
yeah.
Uh, so, what's your thoughts on uh, Nonito? Here's a guy that always brings it, and who would have thought? I mean,
Yeah,
you talk about uh, Tank. I mean, who would have thought that Nonito, was actually the B side in
yeah,
his last fight?
yeah. Man,
He took
listen,
the championship.
man, go look at some of Nito Donaires highlights. He has one of the greatest highlights of knocking out an opponent of all time. When he switched and threw that left hook, oh man, that man was down and was moving like this, and he was knocked out. Man, listen, I don't put nothing past Nito Donaire. And at the beginning of his career, he was claiming Jesus Christ. Oh man, with God, all
He
things are
still,
possible.
still,
Not some
still,
things, all things.
his family. I mean, his wife
Yeah,
came through.
that's
Their
what I'm saying.
family, their
Man,
family as I mean, all.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say
yeah,
Joe,
yeah,
but in modern day, they have had their own tragedies.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
Hey,
he's never lost his faith. That's one thing that's always been steadfast.
hey man, listen, that's a good thing. JP say, sorry I'm late. Hey, better late than never. Listen, the police in Detroit always late, but they come through eventually. So hey, it's all good, buddy. Hey, JP say, better late than never. There you go, SB. Talk to him. Hey, crying hippie. They all up in this boy. Come on, man. Bernard Hopkins beat a younger fighter and retired all young fighters. Yeah, but then Bernard Hopkins got retired by a young fighter. I think that was it Joe Smith? Yeah, so you gotta know when he got out the game. I remember he got retired. He didn't retire, he got retired. He got knocked out the ring. So you gotta know when enough is enough. And the oldest world champ of all time is Bernard Hopkins. But once again, you gotta know when and when not. And one thing about Jake Paul, he can know when and he know when not. So he's fighting Tyron Woodley because he know when and he know when not. Tyron Woodley, I don't think got enough time to prepare for him. Even though he's been training, it ain't the same as if you already know who you fighting
Tyrone
versus you
Woodley.
have to fight a certain person
The
at
only
the
thing
last
that
minute.
the only thing that Tyrone Woodley is getting in shape for is taking a check to the bank. Come on,
Come
come
on, somebody. And you ain't gotta get in shape to do that.
on.
You can get in the car.
But
You can catch the bus.
now we do have another fight coming up in San Antonio on the 18th, and this is a gentleman that we've had on the show before, and I believe he's going for 46 or 47
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
The undefeated guy. What's his name?
Gilberto Ramirez,
Yeah, he a beast. Come on,
Cerdo.
somebody. Eddie
He's fighting.
Manu.
He's fighting
Yeah,
on the 18th. Now see here's how come he how
Arizona
come
tapping in. Go
how,
ahead.
how, how come Canelo how come he didn't come up here and fight this light heavyweight? He went to come on now, but
Hey,
and as Ramirez has been campaigning for a Canelo fight for almost 2 years now. So
man, listen.
so
Canelo don't want no real smoke. You hear me?
right. So whoever this guy that's fighting Ramirez,
Yeah,
I think he's gonna get all that built up, emotion that Ramirez has pent up for Canelo. So I'm looking forward to this fight here.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but come on, man. That guy's good. That guy, he
Oh
like
yeah,
46-0?
yeah. Hopefully, I contacted Bob Trigger before we went on the air. Hopefully, we can get
Okay.
him on the show next week
Yeah,
because
he a real one.
uh,
Hey,
yeah, that'll
win
be the.
if he win 5 more fights and retire, he'll have a better record than Floyd Mayweather.
But how many people, other than hardcore fans, how many people know his name?
Hey, he Mexican. He got a whole country behind him.
See, there you go again.
He got a
There
whole
you go.
country. Hey, look,
There,
I bet you they know who he is.
there
If
you
no
go
nobody
again.
else
See,
know, I bet you they know.
sir, what are your thoughts on this? Is a good fight, the Casemiro Inoke fight. That's a very good fight. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm thinking in this fight. I'm thinking Inoke, excuse me. I'm thinking Inoke. I think this is a
Yeah.
fight that'll go the distance, but I think
Yeah.
if it goes the distance, it'll be an OQ.
Yeah. Right.
K9 kept that sombrero on, and we got to see some smoke. That was
Yeah.
Mr.
Absolutely.
Sandoval. There he is.
There you
John
go.
Paul. That's another one of my California guys. See, he's down here in California.
Oh, who
So
that?
John Paul,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah. Oh,
Sandoval. Yeah, he's down here in California. Yeah, he
that's
is.
JP. You know, JP stand for Jake Paul. Him and Jake Paul, they cousins.
Yeah, but I bet he don't have Jake Paul's routing number at the bank.
hey, listen. Probably don't. I don't think nobody
See,
got on this live got this.
Arizona gunslingers say they know who they know who Ramirez is.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
that kid
They
Jones,
should
that
know
kid
he is late.
Pinocchio is
But man,
big.
listen. Nobody knew who Canelo was when he was 30-0. Because he went and fought a bunch of Mexicans over in Mexico to build his record up. But when he fought Floyd Mayweather, and even though he lost, everybody mama knew who he was because he fought Floyd Mayweather. Same thing with when Floyd Mayweather fought Oscar De La Hoya. People weren't calling Floyd Mayweather name like they called his name after he beat Oscar De La Hoya. So you got to beat the man to be the man. And that's the same thing that Julio Chavez ended up doing when he beat, who did he beat to be the man? Was it Melvin Taylor? In a terrible stoppage by Richard Steele, from Richard Steele. And Oscar De La Hoya had to beat Julio Chavez to become the man. So you got to beat a man or beat the man to be the man. Same thing with Antonio Tarver. He beat Roy Jones. But because black on black crime don't sell, he wasn't the man. But as soon as Anthony Joshua, as soon as Andy Ruiz, there you go, Andy Ruiz Jr. beat Anthony Joshua, he became the man because he got a country behind him.
John Paul said he'll challenge Jake Paul to a taco eating contest.
Oh no, listen, Jake Paul, like listen, while y'all doodling on that man actually got good. He made Tommy Fury pull out the fight. You know, I'm not gonna believe it could have happened. It could be truthful. But I think Tommy Fury pulled out the fight because he wasn't ready for Jake Paul. Because Jake Paul is a real fighter now. He put his YouTube to the side and taking boxing serious.
Are we talking about Jake Paul or the other Paul?
We're talking about Jake Paul. He the one undefeated. His brother lost. And his brother about to get stopped by Mike Tyson. But Jake Paul is undefeated.
Wait a minute.
He beat Tyron Woodley. About to fight Tyron Woodley and beat him again. Tyron Woodley got a tattoo of Jake Paul.
Well, that was because of the fight, right? Whoever lost the fight had to get a tattoo of the other one, right?
And listen, Jake Paul was about to get no tattoo of no black man on his body nowhere.
Even if he had lost the fight.
Even if he lost the fight. Come on, man. He'd have got lawyers. If he had it in a contract, he'd have just breached the contract.
Jake Paul from Cleveland, man.
This guy will do anything for fame.
Jake Paul from Cleveland, man.
Yes, indeed.
Dude, and
so is LeBron James.
And what I'm trying to say is LeBron James is from Akron. Let's not get that twisted.
Ain't that Ohio? Is that Cleveland, Ohio?
No, that's not Cleveland. It's not even a suburb. Akron is not even close to Cleveland. Akron is 70 miles from Cleveland. LeBron just happened to play for a team called the Cleveland Cavaliers because they did have one called the Akron Knights.
Man, but he is from Ohio.
He's from Ohio. You from Detroit. Does that mean that you from Ypsilanti?
I'm from Michigan. Michigan. Ypsilanti is in Michigan.
So if I say, okay, well, K9, if from now on I say K9 is from Ypsilanti, that's all right
Hey,
because it's a
listen,
part of
I'm from
Michigan.
Michigan. It's still Michigan
If I
is Michigan.
okay,
Hey,
so
Floyd
well,
Mayweather is from Michigan.
and don't claim it. He
Yeah, but he's
claimed
from
Las
Michigan.
Vegas,
No matter what he say, he's from Michigan.
but he
Hey,
say he from
when Clarissa Shields fought downtown Detroit, they gave her a standing ovation because she's from Michigan. When
no.
Floyd Mayweather
Wait a
came
minute, hold on.
to Michigan, he's from
Well,
Michigan. They showed him love.
well, how come when you look at Clarissa Shields or when you talk to Clarissa Shields, she tell everybody she's from Flint. She don't tell
Yeah,
nobody she's from Detroit.
absolutely. But
She
at
says
the
she's
end of the
from
day,
Flint, Michigan.
yeah. But at the end of the day, she's Detroit.
Dirty
She's supposed to
water
be
is
Detroit than she is
dirty.
any other city.
Okay, so people from Detroit drink the same water as the people in Flint, Michigan.
That's a whole different story.
Oh,
That's a whole different story.
y'all all
Hey,
in Michigan. Y'all
hey,
all in
listen.
Michigan.
When she threw the baseball out, the
Uh,
baseball she threw out in a stadium out of a
no, 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 no,
NHL
no,
was in
no, no,
Detroit. She
no,
threw
no,
the first
no,
pitch out
no,
at
no,
the
no.
Detroit
We
Tigers game because why?
hold on,
She's
hold
from
on,
Michigan.
hold on.
Detroit is the city,
I I
but
want to know.
Michigan is the state.
I want to know if
Michigan is the state.
I want to know if any of y'all in Detroit is buying water from Flint, Michigan. That's
Oh,
what
they
I
will because
want
they
to
got bottled waters. You
know.
mean drinking water or buying
Yeah,
waters?
no, I'm talking about
I buy
drinking water.
waters in
I'm talking about
Cancun, Mexico.
I'm talking about I'm talking about drinking water.
No,
Yeah,
you said
hey,
buying water. You said
I said
buying water.
I said buy. What?
Michigan
How
has
else
the
y'all?
greatest fighters of all time. Nobody can rank up
y'all
with Michigan fighters. We
Michigan
got
also.
Joe Lewis.
Y'all
We got
also
Sugar
got
Ray
the.
Robinson,
Y'all got
Tommy
the dirty.
Hearns,
Y'all also
K9
got the
Cornelius
dirtiest
Brothers,
water.
Clarissa Shields, Floyd Mayweather. Come on, somebody.
Where's that
Ilma
other?
Corey.
Where,
Come on, somebody.
where's that other city y'all just found dirty water in
Come on,
Michigan?
somebody.
Come
Grand
on,
Rapids
man.
is Michigan. Flint is
Yes,
Michigan.
yeah, but y'all, like I said, y'all ain't drinking no water from
It's
Flint.
all
It's
love.
okay. It's all
You
right.
know, I'm gonna send you a shirt. Detroit versus everybody. 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 No, but no.
You know what? I believe.
I never met him before in my life.
No, I
You
believe.
know that.
I'm
Go ahead.
trying to think back when you guys had the Bad Boy Pistons.
Yeah.
You might have had a T-shirt that said Detroit versus everybody.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm glad you just said that. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I am so glad you just said that. The Detroit Pistons did not play downtown when they won they championships.
No,
They
no.
were in Pontiac.
Pontiac,
They
Michigan.
were in Auburn Hills, but they were called the Detroit Pistons. Let me rewind that. They were called the Detroit Pistons, but they station, they base was Auburn Hills, Pontiac, but they are the Detroit Pistons. So Detroit versus everybody. And remember that song? We all the same game. We all the same game. So listen, Michigan versus everybody. You heard?
Well, while we versing everybody, let's get on. Let's get on to K9's corner. What's up, man? What's that?
At K9's corner, man, we go talk about the best fighting the best and not the rest. How come in the Dream Middleweight division, everybody is willing to fight everybody? Duck, duck, goose. We're going to say duck, duck, goose because Gervonta Davis ain't trying to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney wasn't trying to fight Teofimo Lopez. Everybody want to fight George Kambosos. Duck, duck, goose. In the Dream Middleweight division, everybody fought everybody. And first up, Cornelius K9 Bundrage fought Corey Spinks. And I whooped that trick. Whooped that trick 2 times. That's right. That's why they call me 2-time K9. But then I lost the title. And then the person I lost the title to went up to middleweight. And the belt went up for grabs. And Tony Harrison fought against, you heard, Jared Hurd. And he lost to Jared Hurd. Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. Then Jared Hurd fought and won another title against whoever he fought to win the title. But then he lost the title to another junior middleweight, which was, I think, was Rosada. Then Rosada lost the title to J-Rock. J-Rock fought and lost the title to Rosada. Then Jamal Charlo fought Tony Harrison. And Tony Harrison took the title from Jamal Charlo. Then Charlo took the title back. Then Charlo fought another world champ for all the belts. And they called it a draw. So what I'm saying is the best don't fight the best unless it's in the junior weight division. I'm tired of people playing duck, duck, goose. Anthony Joshua would not fight. Excuse me. Anthony Joshua would not fight Deontay Wilder. But Tyson Fury wasn't scared of the boogeyman. He wouldn't have fought Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury had a draw. They fought again because Tyson Fury wasn't scared to fight Deontay Wilder. So we ain't playing duck, duck, goose when it comes to Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. But we playing duck, duck, goose in the lightweight division because the best don't fight the best unless it's the junior middleweight division. And I'm just saying, man, can we, in the new year, all I want for Christmas is the best fighting the best at K9 Boxing. And you can find me, JK, on the Dawg Pound every Tuesday at 9 p.m. You can find me on Instagram at K9 Boxing. You can find me on Twitter at K9 Boxing and Facebook. And you can go to www.k9boxingfitness.com. And that's where I'm at. And you can get that good merch. And JK, do you agree with me, though? Do the best fight the best? Or do they play duck, duck, goose?
You might want to put another duck in there. Is there a duck, goose? Or, I mean, but, we've been waiting a long time. You know, I mean, we've been having the same complaints,
yes.
since Bob Arum was 60. I think he's what?
In 1990.
So
30 years. And I've been boxing over 30 years. So, hold on. Let me say one more thing. Duck, duck, goose. Floyd didn't fight Manny Pacquiao until they both were past their prime. Please don't let it be duck, duck, goose that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford don't fight each other until they pass their prime. Like Carol Brook and Amir Khan. Come on, somebody. Duck, duck, goose. Or let the beatings begin.
But they got a whole country behind them.
Yes. That's why they can do it. That's why they can do it. That's why they can do it. And they say you can't play boxing. I can't tell. Come on, somebody.
Oh, hey,
let's go, champ.
You can find me at J.E. King, man. Just put it on Facebook, throw it up on YouTube. You'll see my pretty face there. Never been hit. Never been hit.
Never. Never.
And if somebody did, there's probably a tombstone somewhere with their name on it. But anyway, you can find me, as I say, JEK3. Look on Facebook.
Yeah.
Check YouTube out.
Yeah.
And I cover the gamut, man. Like if I'm not talking boxing on Thursday, I'm talking sports. Like I said, you get on there, we can talk. We got we have an
A lion.
we have a special Lions fan that comes on our show every week. He also has his own podcast every Sunday after the Detroit Lions game. It's called Cornbread and Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
His name is Demetrius Burgess.
Okay.
That's my little shout out for him.
Yeah.
And on Sundays, excuse me, on Saturdays, we pick all the winners of what we think are the Sunday games. It's called, and the winners are.
Yeah.
And then on Monday, if you want to talk a little politics, we have To an Imperfect Union. So you can catch me just like you can catch K9 almost every day, either on Instagram or somewhere. All you have to do is look on your computer or your phone. You can see K9 and you can find me. So uh, have a great week. And we look forward to talking to you next Tuesday. K9, uh, big shout out to you. What's up with you and the son? Anything happening there? Any new
Oh yeah,
fight?
we always get ready. We got DJ. My other fighter is fighting in the silver gloves. Lil K9 is always training, always preparing, always ready to fight. So look forward to him fighting probably in the middle of December or early January. The good thing about the amateurs is they can fight 3, 4 times in 1 week, or they can fight in 1 month, 4, 5, 6 times. So look forward to Lil K9, fighting a whole lot before you go pro, most likely in 2022. So we got, Stevie J has a fight coming up. I got one of my fighters, Randy and Brandon and Dre Day all day. I got a gang of Dante. Come on, man. Come on, somebody. I'm ganging new fighters constantly all the time. And Team K9 in the building. And we stay ready so we don't have to get ready. At K9 Boxing. Good night, everybody. JK, salute. Boy, I know you was in the Marines, right?
Oh no, man. Hey, I'd like to jump out of airplanes. I was in the Army.
Army man. All right, Army man. I'll see you later, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Hey, and see you next time. Real soon. Probably tomorrow morning at K9 Boxing.